Do I have to go live on Facebook? Oh no! Hey everybody, Katie Lance here, founder and CEO of Katie Lance Consulting, the Get Social Smart Academy, and author of the book Get Social Smart, and it's episode 73 of the Get Social Smart Show, and you guessed it, this show is all about Facebook Live. Alright, I'm going to share with you 5 hacks for making the most out of your Facebook Live, especially if you're in real estate. Tip number 1, use Facebook Creator app. Did you know there was another app that Facebook had? I know, there's a lot of apps, but Facebook Creator app is a free app that you can download that makes it really fun to go live on Facebook because it'll give you filters and all kinds of fun things that you can do to actually brand your Facebook Live and have it be something just a lot more fun than just sort of the plain old Facebook Live. Now, of course, you can use Facebook Live anywhere on your desktop, on your mobile device, but using Facebook Creator app kind of takes up your Facebook strategy to a whole nother level, and it's free, which is awesome. So check that out. Hack number 2 when it comes to Facebook and Facebook Live. Use a third-party scheduling tool. What's a third-party scheduling tool? Okay, so we love 2 specific tools around here. I love using BeLive.tv. BeLive.tv is fantastic, and Zoom is also a fantastic tool. There's lots of other third-party apps, but one of the reasons we love using those 2 particular tools, especially for my business page, is I love that I can schedule my live broadcasts. Because when you can schedule your live broadcast, what happens is in the news feed, people will see that it's scheduled. They can click on it and get a reminder for when you're actually live, which helps tremendously when you actually go live. You can then also take that link and pre-promote that broadcast ahead of time, which makes a huge, huge difference. There's other things that are available through both those tools, like additional branding and just some things that you can do on the back end. But using a third-party tool, especially for scheduling, makes a huge, huge difference. Tip number 3, Facebook Live hack, and I have to say I've been doing live broadcasts for a number of years now, and one of the biggest things that makes a big difference is being prepared. Being prepared. I never really script anything I do, but let me tell you, anytime I do a video or anytime I do a Facebook Live, you guys know I've got my little cheat sheet, and especially with Facebook Live, I always just jot down a couple things I know I want to cover, and I also make sure I jot down if there's any links or any kind of call to action that I want to make sure that I want to talk about in my Facebook Live. I always have a reason of why am I doing this Facebook Live? Is it to highlight someone else? Is it to give some education? Is it to get someone to like me on Facebook or get on my email newsletter list? What's the why behind doing that particular Facebook Live? And then have that 1 or 2 calls to action, and being prepared helps tremendously. Okay, tip number 4, hack number 4 when it comes to Facebook Live, and that is promote ahead of time. Promote your Facebook Lives ahead of time. Whether or not you are scheduling it or not, promote your Facebook Live ahead of time, a day or 2 in advance is really kind of the sweet spot. So how can you promote it in advance? You can do a post on Facebook saying, hey, join me live tomorrow at 10 a.m. where I'm giving my Monday market update, and you give the link to your Facebook page. If you're active on LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram, any of your other social media platforms, promote it the day before. You can do a quick Instagram story or a Snapchat story or whatever platform it is that you're on, promote it ahead of time. That makes a big difference. If you have an email newsletter list, you can also send an email saying, hey, join me live tomorrow at this time. Don't just say join me live, tell people why and what they can expect. Now, if you don't have your act together and you don't promote it a day in advance, you can still promote it even up to an hour before. Sometimes shorter notice is better. Has that ever happened to you where maybe you saw something in your news feed and you're like, oh, that's happening in 10 minutes? I'll tune in. So promote it ahead of time. You can promote it ahead of time. Again, on Facebook, you can say something like, hey, join me in 10 minutes. I'm going to be live talking about XYZ. Here's the link. You can do the same thing with your email list or any of your other social media platforms. The more you promote ahead of time, the more people will actually show up live. And it does help, I think, tremendously, just your confidence when you go live and then you can see that there's, more than just 1 or 2 people there. It just helps a lot. I'd also recommend messaging a few people one-to-one and letting them know individually that you're going live. So if you're talking about a specific topic, maybe it's around becoming a first-time homebuyer, and you're working with a couple people who are first-time homebuyers, you could message them or text or email them and say, hey, just a heads up, I'm going live today at 10 a.m. I'm talking about being a first-time homebuyer, and I know you and I have been talking, and so I want to make sure that I sent you this link first. Right? People love when you can really kind of invite them first into something, and so reach out to people, maybe 3, 4, 5 people ahead of time. My last hack when it comes to Facebook Live, my 5th hack, is to promote afterwards. So think of Facebook Live as this grand event, right? And you're going to promote before, during, and after. And so afterwards, what I like to do is let that Facebook Live kind of marinate in the news feed for maybe 24 hours, and then we'll boost it or we'll advertise it. If you run a Facebook group, you could share that into your Facebook group. You could share it into other groups, depending on what the groups are all about. You could share that over to your personal profile. You could take that link and share that link in your email database and say something like, hey, if you missed this live, catch the replay here. You could share the replay link again on any of your social networks, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever it might be. So think of it before, during, and after. Those are just a few things that I've noticed make a really, really big difference. At the end of the day, how do you turn Facebook Live into a way that helps generate more business? It's really about consistency, and it's about providing really great value. So look at your schedule, see when you can do Facebook Live on a consistent basis, and then start to work on that content schedule and get a sense of what type of content you can share that would be really, really valuable. As always, I would love to hear from you. I would love to know from you. Are you doing Facebook Live? Are you broadcasting on Facebook Live? Leave me a comment below. Drop those comments in below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We have new videos that come out each and every week. And I would love to hear from you, and also make sure that you get notified anytime we have a new Facebook Live and a new YouTube video. All right, if you have any other additional questions, post them in the comments below. Go to katielance.com for additional tips, tools, and strategies, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.